Are you thinking of buying a manufactured home or modular home and you're confused on what the difference is? Well, you are definitely not alone.
And sometimes even I was confused by them when I first started in real estate.
These homes may look similar, but the differences can affect your wallet, your resale value, and possibly your loan options.
Well, that's not good.
One challenge a lot of people don't tell you is that it is hard sometimes to get a loan for a prefabricated home.
In this video, I will break everything down for you and explain you what the differences are, so you can make a smart choice and avoid these costly mistakes. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is modular homes. So modular homes are built in sections in a factory. They're assembled on a permanent foundation, must meet state and local building codes, just like traditional homes. Now, modular homes do appreciate in value over time, just like traditional homes, and they are considered single-family residences. Some of these homes have wood framing, which is resembling stick-built homes. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've not sold a lot of modular homes. We have more manufactured homes in the area I'm in Fayetteville and the surrounding areas, and in North Carolina in general that I've seen. So next thing I'll talk about is going to be manufactured homes. Manufactured homes are built in a factory, just like modular homes, on a steel chassis with axles and wheels. They can be a single wide, a double wide, or a triple wide. They are built to HUD codes after 1976, and this is where it may get a little confusing. Manufactured homes and modular homes are the same thing. They are built the same way. Only difference is HUD did not back them before 1976, so they were called mobile homes. After 1976, HUDs began to back them and changed the name to manufactured homes.
I think I understand.
Now, I've not personally seen any manufactured homes built before 1976. I think it's been over almost 45 years, almost 50 years, depending on when you watch this video, that, I think they're mostly, non-existent almost now. Manufactured homes typically have metal framing, which is hidden by the skirts. Manufactured homes can be built on temporary foundations, which is a concrete pad, or on a permanent foundation. And if you're wondering what a skirt is, if you see this picture right here, you'll see the skirt at the very bottom of the manufactured home. Of course, now that the manufactured homes are built by HUD codes, they now have a HUD data place, HUD tags, and HUD labels. And what these do, they ensure that manufactured homes are built in accordance with all HUD standards, ultimately ensuring your safety and the proper construction of manufactured homes. HUD data plates and HUD tags are also essential if you plan to sell your manufactured home in the future. So definitely, if you lose your tag, lose your HUD plate, they can get another one, but it could cost you some money. And if you can't find them, or if they can't replace them, good chances you're not going to be able to sell it to somebody with an FHA loan or a VA loan. I just actually ran into this. Well, Stephanie actually ran into this issue just last week. We had a client looking to buy a manufactured home, and we went out there and we filmed it for them, and they loved it. And then when we went to submit an offer, they had FHA loan. And unfortunately, the other listing agent, that was our own fault. We did not check to see what loans they would accept. Said, hey, I'm sorry, they're only taking cash or conventional because they had lost the HUD plates. Another way I tell the difference between manufactured home and modular homes is that the walls are made of panels or wall sections. And modular homes and traditional homes are built with drywall. So you got drywall and you got paneling. Now, they're a very important thing to know if you're buying a manufactured home, and it's called a structural letter. So what is a structural letter? Manufactured Homes Engineering Certificate Process. It's an authorized proficient specialist or engineer should check for regions outlined in the HUD Permanent Foundation Guide for manufactured homes. The mooring limit ensures that the house is structurally sound and secured, which is particularly important in case of winds or seismic activity. And like I said earlier, this is definitely going to be needed for FHA loans and VA loans. Conventional or cash? I know cash, you don't have to have this done. But if you have a conventional loan, it really depends on your lender. They could want one. They could not want one. I actually sold one a couple of years ago. They did not ask for a structured letter. It was a conventional loan through Rocket Mortgage. So it really depends on your lender. Each underwriter is going to be different.
So look, what does your lender say?
And of course, they also want to make sure this is on a permanent foundation. Lenders want insurance that the home will remain in a place permanently. For FHA loans and VA loans, the manufactured home must be securely anchored to a permanent foundation, preventing it from being moved from its current location. And obviously, that is because if it can be transported, now it's considered hit to get a VIN number, things like that. Plus, let's say they want to foreclose on your manufactured homes. If you can just pick up and move it, it's kind of hard for them to foreclose on it, which might be a good thing for you, obviously, if you're behind on your payments. But obviously, the bank wants their money and they're going to take your home for collateral. So next I'll talk about is going to be construction and appearance. So modular homes look like traditional stick-built homes. Modular homes meet strict local guidelines, and again, like I said, they look like traditional homes. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell them apart of that and a traditional home. Modular homes are always on a permanent foundation, which makes it easier to resell in the future. Now, manufactured homes have improved since 1976, obviously, but you can still tell that they're built in a factory. Manufactured homes are often on a pier and beam foundations, but can also be permanently set. And again, that's where the structural letter comes involved with a manufactured home. You need a structural letter showing that it is attached to a permanent foundation now also. Now, both the manufactured home and the modular home are definitely more affordable than traditional stick-built homes built in a factory, which is more efficient. Now, modular homes typically cost more up front, but they do provide a better long-term value. And of course, like I said, a modular home will appraise like a traditional stick-built home. Manufactured homes, not so much. They could not. It really depends. So, like I said earlier, manufactured homes can depreciate over time, but a good chance is if your property is on good land, it may keep the value up. I've read some areas like Michigan, because of the land, the manufactured home actually increased or priced by 26%. So we'll go a little bit into financing. Now, like I said earlier, you can buy a manufactured home with a VA loan, FHA loan, conventional, or cash.
So many choices.
A little harder with VA and FHA. Actually, my wife Stephanie's, like I said earlier, she's going through this right now with a client who is trying to buy a manufactured home with an FHA loan, and their closing cost is a little higher than typically would be for a traditional stick-built home or even a modular home. I'm not going to go into details of how much a closing cost is, but it's up there in price, and obviously, it's almost, I won't say double, but definitely 50% higher if it was a traditional stick-built home. So let's say their closing cost was $5,000. It could be roughly $5,000. They're looking at spending almost $7,500 in closing cost. And on top of that, you need a structural letter. Typically, those run about $400 to $500, depending on what company you choose to go with, who will go out there and check your foundation. But don't get me wrong, they can be done. I've helped several people buy a manufactured home with an FHA loan and a VA loan. Conventional cash obviously is not as hard. And if you're looking to buy a modular home, it's just like a traditional stick-built home. There's usually no issues with trying to buy that, and your closing costs are going to be higher because of it. Next thing we talk about is going to be what you always heard: location, location, location. So if you buy your manufactured homes and you are renting land for it, the resale value is going to be almost nothing, just because the land does not belong to you. You're renting that land. At any time, they could kick you off their land. If you have a manufactured home in a mobile home park, the resale value is going to be almost nothing also, just because you're in a park. Again, that's because you're going to be, if you're in a park, you're renting. Even if you're just got your manufactured home on some private land, you're just there by yourself, surrounded by 10 acres, you're still renting. it's going to be about the same. And the latest thing that's come out, and I've not seen it myself, as far as I know, is called Modular homes or CrossMod homes. And these are a revolutionary type of home that combine the advantage of site-built and off-site-built homes called CrossMod homes, often forward-thinking designs, energy-efficient features, and high-end materials without sacrificing the efficiency, quality, and construction speed that comes with off-site-built homes. So basically, these are hybrid-type homes that combine a manufactured home with a modular home and combine them together. Obviously, kind of like a vehicle where we have the crossover vehicles now, which was an SUV and a car combined, making it a crossover. These CrossMod homes are built to HUD codes with features like elevated pitch roofs, garages, and permanent foundations. They are praised like site-built homes and appreciate over time. So definitely with the crossover of these two, it is now like a traditional, basically like a modular home, and traditional home. So with the cross modes, definitely this is great because now it can appreciate over time, just like a traditional stick-built home or modular home. So with the CrossMod, the manufactured home and the modular homes, these are more affordable homes for if you're looking to start off to buy a home and you just can't afford a traditional home just yet. These are definitely great options, and they can all be financed. Definitely reach out to me, reach out to a lender to know more options about what you could do. You can also go to there's several places around here in Fayetteville and surrounding areas where if you want to buy a brand new manufactured homes or modular homes, they have sites there. They will explain everything to you. They usually have financing there also. So all you do now is just find the land. So if you have any questions about any of these three homes, definitely reach out to the team and me. We would love to help you. All my information is below. This is my direct number. You can call me or text me, or you can scan this QR code up here in the corner and set up a Zoom call with us, and we'd love to talk to you and see what we can do. Definitely check out these other videos that YouTube recommends to you, and I will see you guys in the next video.